Hello and welcome. This is round 2, the back 9 of our FPO lead card 2024 Preserve Championship connected by Microsoft Teams. I am Raven Klein.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb.
You better believe it.
You should. You should. We're here.
We're here to stay.
Still doing it. We, of course, miss Madison, but
It's true.
Minnesota local Raven Klein doing pretty well in the tournament, doing pretty well in the booth here. We hope you guys are having as much fun as we are. Missy Gannon, bogey-free, 3 down, but Holyn, Handley, so far the hot round of the day, bogey-free, 5 down, catching up, tie at the top.
Maria also going bogey-free, just not able to capitalize on a couple early birdie looks that she had. Owen is the only one to card a bogey, but she still got the 4 birdies, so she looks like she's just kind of heating up on these holes.
Hole 10, a major change from last year. It's a par 5, but off to the right, it's 962 feet. You just want to get a huge shot down here, and then second shot, you can go left side or right side. There's OB in both directions, so just kind of got to manage your risk. And then it can set up for a backhand, but I like the forehand into this green. That kind of middle section of grass there, that little triangle is out of bounds as you make the final kind of right-hand turn into the green. Really difficult birdie. We only saw 4 yesterday. Missy and Holyn and Maria were 3 of the 4. Haley King got the other one.
Correct. Yeah, your approach into this green just depends on if you favor that backhand or forehand. Like Erika said, the forehand plays better for landing on the hill, and you avoid more like a skip into the OB or a possible rollaway. But the backhand can be nice if you're really lined up.
Missy getting out there nicely, quite a bit farther than Owen. Looks like Holyn's lining up a huge shot here. But I don't know.
She throws it out wide, but just doesn't seem like she gets on top of it enough because that catches a lot of air and puts her on the left side.
Kind of just faded out a little too early.
However, the left side gives you an actual look at the landing zone and the basket.
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas if you end up on the right side, you get kind of pinched, like view side pinched off, and you can't actually see where you're throwing.
Maria with a little bit better of an angle on it to progress more down the fairway. She's a little bit more center cut. Oh, I'm just going to go sidearm here. You can see that sidewalk on the right is out of bounds. Is it the sidewalk or across the sidewalk?
Sidewalk and across.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it looks like Owen just going to be playing this one for par. Holyn looking to make up some ground, but maybe has a slip there. Throws it really low and early. Be curious to see if she goes for it from there.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. It's very high risk because you can either just not clear it or you can go OB. Obviously, you don't want to even play with the OB on the left side. It just feels like an extra slap to the face.
A lot of risk. Missy lays it up pretty nicely on that left side. Maria working a nice force over here, keeps it center cut. Great distance.
Love that. Doesn't look like she's going for it. Yeah.
That's smart.
Nice control shot from Holyn.
I kind of like that push in the right side, sidewalk play.
She's going to be in position
Fading
to
out.
have her choice
Oh, yeah.
at the approach, but I think she's actually going to be lined up with the backhand really nicely.
Owen with a standstill destroyer here.
Pushing her safe patch there.
The aggressive layup.
The aggressive layup.
Missy lined up to go for it again.
Oh, I think she is.
Yep.
Yep, that is
So good.
so pretty.
Sit. Oh, yeah. Big arm Missy Gannon.
Big muscle Missy.
Maria also going across on her third. She's so close. Throwing more of a straight shot. Very nice.
Skipping off of Missy's disc. Oh, she is going to take the forehand approach, probably trying to low skip.
All right.
Yeah, catches the trunk of the tree, but no problem there.
Owen also going sidearm and goes deep. A little bit too much pace on that one. That sidewalk, I mean, that's what, not even 20 feet behind?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is a hard hole. It was, yes, Holyn.
Wow, from circle's edge.
For a par.
Her putting today, absolute fire. I mean, has she made every single one?
No.
No? Okay.
She had the one on 8.
Okay.
The one short, just kind of like.
Yeah.
on
Oh,
the
yeah.
left side.
Oh, yeah. To go 4 in a row.
Yep.
But that was the only one.
That was the only one.
Missy Gannon, back-to-back birdies on this hole. Back-to-back days, so impressive.
Oh, leaves it high.
No. Compounding mistakes. That hurts.
This did come in as our 3rd most difficult hole today. Maria putting for birdie. She's trying to go back-to-back as well.
Yeah. And she does.
And she does.
And it looks like Haley King also did.
Yep, Maria, Missy, and Haley all went back-to-back. Joining them today was Luca Lorenzen and Stacy Ronson.
Man, I'm going to card the double and drop back. Pretty big swing between her and Maria right there.
Great putt from Holyn. Just hitting so much chain.
Look at that double shift.
Little shuffle.
Yeah, double shuffle.
Double shuffle.
Missy in the solo lead, but Holyn still with that hot round.
Luca shooting 7 down for right now. Through, I think it was 11 on there.
Oh, dang.
Hole 11, par 3, 269 feet. You're going to see a variety of plays on this hole. It is not technically an island, so there's no drop zone. You just play regular OB rules. But you'll see players swing something in from the right side on a hyzer, hoping not to skip, or the laser straight shot.
Whoa, Missy pulls this one and she knows it. There is
OB on the far right.
yeah, but there's like this little safe patch that we saw Katrina Allen land in yesterday and it's a very awkward putt over a beautiful mossy wall down there. It's
Is such a pretty wall.
a whole other world. Little fairy world.
Maria going more for the straight shot. She just goes straight to the right of the basket.
That's
Beautiful
fantastic.
shot.
Definitely a tester putt. That was an Aura Pathfinder. Holyn also going mid-range here. She pretty much parked this one with a buzz. Actually, I think she went deep yesterday. It looks like that
just
one.
clearing
She
the wall.
barely clears it.
She knows it.
Stressful drive, no stress putt, or vice versa. There's like
That's
almost no way to not have any stress on this hole.
them's the rules, you know?
Owen working it out to the right side. Looked more like an intentional shot versus, Missy's was pulled.
Yeah, well, I think she did like the same thing yesterday. She just plays her shot, however it fits the hole we're on.
Yeah. And Missy from, how pretty it is down here. Okay, Missy. Gets a turkey.
Holyn got too close to her for her liking, so she's just making her stand.
Owen from a little closer, which is almost worse. That wall's kind of in the way, but let's just do it.
No problem.
Let's fill these stands and make these putts, maybe fall a little bit.
Such a fun place to watch from. Is like
Oh,
if
yeah,
you've
it's a
ever
blast.
watched people play this hole from the stands, really cool view.
Uh-oh.
Maria leaving it left.
It's such a scary putt, though. Right out of bounds.
Good on the comeback. So Maria will get a par here on the 11th.
Holyn taps another one in. Keeping pace with Missy. Those were 2 pretty unbelievable putts from down on the right side. It's crazy that we've seen 3 from down there in 2 days.
I say there's probably been other ones, but definitely not on camera.
Yeah.
Seeing pretty consistent scores from your 3rd through 10th place players right now.
Hole 12 is a par 4, 650 feet. You want to get over what we like to call a sand pit. and get all the way to the corner if you can without ending up short left. That's kind of the most common mistake. Second shot, you want to go through that tunnel over the berm and try to maybe stay out of this bush, but if you're in it, it's fine. We've all been in it. No out of bounds, just do the thing, you know?
If anything, you're aiming for the bush. It's an easy tap in from there.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe not if you're short.
Actually, I know
I take that
some
back.
years it's like less manicured than other years.
Missy with a nice pushing shot here. Should just go right around the pit.
Oh yeah, just
Beautiful.
deep of it, that's perfect. She should be lined up nicely. I like this one because everyone can get it, but two really technical distance shots to get there. And we saw this from Holyn yesterday too. I was unsure if that was kind of her intentional play to turn it over to the right. And it looks like that is her play. That one looked a little low.
I would agree with that. I still feel like she's trying to punch more into the gap, but it could just be...
It could be two mistakes in a row, but they both had a lot of turn both days.
Yeah.
We'll see tomorrow, maybe.
Maybe.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. Maria leaving her
uh-oh.
shot too high, and she's going to fall into... Oh, that is a great tree.
That is...
Ending up on the left side just cuts you off. You're done.
I don't know. Look
No, you're not done. But.
No, you have to leave if you land over there. You have to walk off the course. You don't know the rules. Holyn was lined up to the gap, but it's going to burn into the berm.
Burn. Mm-hmm. So that tree kick for Maria was incredibly helpful. She does push too far into the
Right
stinging
side.
nettle,
Yeah.
which I'm glad she's wearing pants.
Yeah. Own lined up for the sidearm on her second. Also,
Everyone leaving it low.
gonna burn.
Burn.
Highly recommend that you say that 5 times to yourself right now at home. I'm trying not to do it actively.
I said it in my head. I did really well in my head. Missy with a great shot. She is going to clear the berm and nestle up right next to the truck and the bush.
Parking it.
Get your local bird ready, Erika.
Oh, I don't know. I think you should do it if you know a local bird.
I just really want to hear which one you had.
I mean,
planned.
it's
Maria
not a cop
with
out,
a
but
oh, okay, I know what it is. With a forehand approach, she goes just past the basket.
owns third, just chipping up a sidearm here.
Yep. No time needed to really think about that one when you're in a precarious footing.
Holyn, it's like she's lining up a bit of a run here.
Yeah, just a soft bid, playing catch with the bush.
Maria with a little tester here for her par. Solid scramble.
Beautiful.
Yep, she had to work hard for that one.
Own for par, heart of the chains. I love doing that.
Yeah, I know.
Flipping the disc out of the basket.
You feel so cool.
Look at me, I'm cool.
I'm so cool.
Missy, the only player to be parked for birdie on this hole today. Holyn will grab her par. And this was the 8th most difficult hole, but a lot of players just getting the par. Only 4 birdies on the day.
And Missy Gannon, I'm going to just go with a loon because I heard one out there yesterday. The common loon, folks. 4 in a row.
Beautiful shot here as we check in with Lucia Lorenzen. 7 down through 13. With a birdie on the 13th. That one can be really tough because if you leave yourself short, behind the basket is just a hill toward the water.
Towards the mighty Mississippi, my friend.
The mighty Mississippi. Don't worry, we'll tell you all about it here in a second.
It's going to be exciting. Missy tying up the hot round. Her and Holyn both 6 down through 12.
Hole 13, par 3, 349 feet. The ceiling comes into play a little bit more than it seems like off the tee, but you're going to see some players flipping something neutral up to try and push into this hill, or even players who are going to bail out to the left side and be able to putt across at the basket, taking the river out of play. But you don't want to end up early right side.
Yeah. Awful over there.
Awful.
Missy's game lines up really nicely for this one. She's so good at throwing a disc straight and far down a tunnel, and does fade a little bit to the left. I think she's just outside the circle, but fantastic.
Yeah, that I would say, if you're not parking it with a line drive, you're just aiming for that left section.
Oh, for sure. And yeah, Holyn did the same thing yesterday, but got lucky and kicked out. Today, I think she's stuck in there.
Yeah, I did not see a disc pop out for that one. The shot actually lines up really well for Own normally.
Yeah, she was able to, I believe, get the birdie yesterday. Today, burns it into the ground. Kind of her typical mistake, a little for a sidearm, overturning it. Mm-hmm. It curls up nicely in the middle, though. Maria, too low. But it should be an easy par.
Another common error on this hole, it's slightly downhill, and it's really easy when you're trying to avoid those high branches to just burn it out.
And Own, doing what Own does. When you think she's going to throw a forehand, she throws a backhand.
Seen more backhands out of her in the last, 2 tournaments than I expected.
You can't expect anything. That's why she's fun to watch. Maria, similar.
Juicing it a little bit,
yeah,
which is tough with that green.
And she's, I'm sure, happy to see a green flag there. Actually, she might not even know. Oh, boy, look at this. And we really haven't seen kind of the rough and tumble sides of Minnesota yet on coverage. So many so much of the rough looks like that, where you really don't have anything, and par is immediately out of play.
Holyn giving it a good little run there to try and save the par. But not able to capitalize on a scramble there.
And
Missy almost getting a 2-stroke swing on her, but does miss her birdie putt.
I believe this is going to be Holland's first bogey of the tournament. She's been bogey-free so far.
I think you're right.
And I think Missy also, yeah. Pretty crazy to go this far.
Maria leaves her putt up the hill a little bit short, catches the cage.
A little bit of an awkward putt here from Own. Through the trees.
Didn't look
elevated.
awkward.
Yeah, it looked pretty comfy.
Missy for par.
Ooh, a little high right, but it sticks.
That is going to be a bogey for both Maria and Holyn.
Missy ahead by 3 after that bogey from Holyn. Lucky Lorenzen 5 down, moving up, or once again into a tie for third. Hole 14 is a par 4, 697 feet. You want to throw across this ditch, which is inbounds. You can see the out of bounds line starts on the left. The right-hand side is inbounds, but awful. Don't do it. Also, Mississippi River right over there. Pretty high this year. You could find that if you really, had a bad time. Second shot's really difficult because it's uphill, and you just don't see a lot of the field getting birdie looks at this one. We're going to see a higher amount of kind of our lead card, chase card ladies having birdie looks with that extra distance. It's a tough one.
Well, it's tough because even if you have the birdie look, most people are looking at it from a death putt.
Oh, yeah.
Perspective.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you saw that hill. It's no joke. Missy with a nice drive there. Nothing crazy, but so important to stay in bounds off this tee. You almost never see a par save on this one if you're OB off the tee.
Own just skimming the top of all the grass,
I wonder if that was
making it across.
stressful, like the disc disappeared, and it's like, is it gonna come
Oh, yeah, from the tee, I bet she couldn't see that at all.
See it.
Holyn going with a more aggressive play, and I like the look of it.
I know, it feels
Just
risky,
needs to
right?
Oh, yeah. See, that's why I didn't want to commit too hard to that.
She is far enough where I think she will have the rare chance to save par. It's a big shot.
Yeah, it was just a little bit too high with the stability she chose.
I like this lower line from Maria. She's still calling for it to check up.
Skip.
Yeah,
if you're playing that flight, you have to use so much more of the right side of the fairway.
you do. You have to push the trees on the right even.
You do. That's why I see some players be like, I'm going to throw something low and laser it at the ground so that I don't have to risk it.
Yeah. A lot of the field playing this one for par. Owen kind of pushing that left side. Not getting too crazy, just playing for par. Missy, this is a tough one just because you got to really work a straighter shot on the right side versus where Holyn and Missy are, but she's good for it, man.
Yeah, she hugged that right side, but
she's so good at that. Where most people want to throw the flex, Missy just able to throw a nice straight shot.
So Holyn not committing enough to her right side of the fairway again. Still a great shot.
Yeah.
You just know when you're trying to save her par. You know.
Obviously be nice to be close.
We can dream.
Maria from a bit closer, also trying to save the par.
This I love.
Oh, yeah. Just dig.
Ooh.
And that's
It's a bit of a skip. She's going to be putting circle 2 now up the hill.
Yeah, it's a problem with that
But
hillside. Plays pretty fast.
it does, yeah.
Faster than most of the terrain out here at the preserve.
I would say so.
Oh, I'm just going to lay up for a par. Missy for birdie.
Oh,
Just
just low. This was the second most difficult hole for the field today.
Maria
Great putt from Maria.
cashing her first circle 2 of the day. Great par save.
I don't know how many people actually had the look at the birdie, but no one got it today.
Nice.
Beautiful putt. Glad we got to see that again. This is Holyn to save par. Ooh.
I think only 2 people landed in circle 1. Only 7 people landed in circle 2 for the birdie look. So playing tough. And
taking her easy peasy par.
yeah, not pretty
She
stress
didn't have to
free.
think about that one. Yeah.
Kind of a bummer for Holyn after taking her first bogey of the round of the tournament. Gonna immediately have to take a second.
Yeah, and out of her hand, she knew. She's like, oh, that one was left. And I'm sure she was just hoping it didn't roll, along with being frustrated.
Yeah, but now 4 strokes separating Holyn from our leader, Missy Gannon.
The one good thing, you kind of saw it. I mean, Holyn had the opportunity, but if you're going to go OB, punch it up that fairway.
Oh, yeah, you get down there.
Carve some distance. Moving on, we have hole 15, par 4, 738 feet. There's a Mando on the right side. If you miss this Mando, it is a re-tee, not a drop zone, which is just compounding on the frustration and the difficulty of the shot for the player. So a lot of people are just going to punch something straight out and not necessarily mess with turning something over and getting close to the Mando. Second shot, you're throwing it as far as you can. This is an incredibly difficult par 4. We just don't see birdies on this hole very often. So if you do, great.
Yeah, we saw one yesterday. We actually saw it. It was Holyn. And she weirdly made it look so easy.
She did.
So it'll be interesting to see if she can repeat that performance. Missy with a nice straight shot, not getting too crazy. Oh, and that blue one's a pretty stable destroyer, so she's just trying to make sure she gets through. It's going to fade pretty hard to the left here.
Yeah, and you'll see that type of shot from a lot of the field.
Yeah.
Because it's safe.
If not most of the field. Maria working the right side a little bit more, still with a nice stable disc that's going to fade out.
Pushing the back tall grass line. That is all safe. Besides the Mando, there's no actual OB on this hole to worry about.
Holyn hit that? Or no, wait, sorry. Holyn got the birdie yesterday with a similar shot to this, which is a great shot, but really was the second shot yesterday. That was pretty unbelievable.
Her second shot,
Like, look how far we are. Look at it. It's so far.
Would you look at it?
It's what, 100 feet past that tree on the left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Own turning hers over and just riding that slope on the right side. So she still has a lot of distance to go. Granted, she's already going for the par. She's not worried about it.
Not great, but fine.
It's fine for par.
Yeah. Missy working a little bit of a turnover shot most of the way down here.
Same thing. Looks like it's just a little low.
Yeah. Unlike the last one, which is kind of technically reachable by everyone in the field, but just really scary.
Yeah.
Off the tee.
This one is
like not particularly reachable. Except by maybe this lady.
Let's see if she does it today. I mean, that looks really nice.
Great
She's
power.
the only one who really gave it height on the second shot. Okay.
Nice. All right. I would love to
lift
know
weights or something.
I would love to know the distance from that corner.
Yeah.
You got a guess? Hit me with it.
425.
Okay. I have no idea. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll agree with you.
Own just basing it.
Own kisses.
Own just giving the fans what the fans want to see.
So funny. Right after Holyn just pulls out that huge shot. I love it.
In the basket.
Oh,
wow.
look good. Missy gonna have some work left though, coming back for the par. Maria going forehand. I believe that's a berg on the third. Easy par.
Yeah, good control. That disc, you can throw it as hard as you want. It's not going.
Yeah, just gonna.
It's not going anywhere.
Just die.
Holyn for birdie, trying to get a bounce back here. Oh, just low.
Boy.
Felt that one.
A lot of emotion there.
Felt that one, yeah.
Oh, Missy fluffing it too. Her first bogey of the tournament.
So with that unfortunate low putt from Holyn, she was the only one who really had a look at the birdie today. So that is another hole on the course that went without a birdie today.
Yeah. Oh, and a third at a bogey or worse, looks like.
Yes, that was our fifth most difficult.
And hopefully Holyn can shake that off. It's weird though, because she still got the par. Like Missy's the one who bogeyed, but boy.
But
Lucky Lorenzen ahead on the 16th. Kind of a dead straight shot, 310 feet. Pretty typical to end up kind of at the base of this hill and putt back up towards it.
ooh, just squeaks over the cage. Love that. A make is a make.
You're not super familiar with Lucky. Her name is Like Lorenzen from Norway. She has the nickname Lucky. We just like to call her that because it's easier for us to say.
She does
And
request
she has
it.
really successful branding with it too. So everyone lay off at our pronunciation. And she's going back-to-back birdies here. Moving to 9 down in that tie for third, it looks like.
She's very fun to watch and play with.
Yeah, super good putter.
Still not seeing
Super
any
solid.
more major
Oh.
shuffling after that hole.
Lucky with the hot round.
Yeah.
If disc golf is your game, make Gotta Go, Gotta Throw your Disc Golf warehouse. With a huge selection of discs, bags, baskets, carts, and more. Everything you need for the game you love. Online or at our Minnesota store. GottaGoGottaThrow.com, your disc golf warehouse.
And we just saw it, hole 16 of par 3, 310 feet to a basket, perched on a hillside, no OB. You see a lot of right-handed players just kind of swing one out to the right and try to get a bit of a skip up the hill. It's pretty difficult to land on top of the hill pretty parked. You usually have to make a putt on this one. We saw the drone fly over the sidewalk, which used to be the old tee pad, and they built this one for us because of all of the rain and how slick the sidewalk is. So big thanks to the Disc Golf Pro Tour operations and everybody for keeping us safe.
We really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Owen playing the right side, but hits kind of flat ground, doesn't really get a skip or anything. So she'll be putting from circle 2.
You want to come in on a bit more of a hyzer angle too to try to get that ground play.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like Erika said, it's hard to actually land on the hill because if you hit the side or
and
the
it's
back,
gonna roll.
You're gonna get a big skip. But if you come into the front, you don't get like any ground play.
Yeah. Maria's, I thought, actually was going to roll farther. It stays up pretty nicely. Holyn looking to bounce back here after a couple bogeys and missing that last birdie putt.
It was a little more direct at the basket.
Nice.
Does get a skip, but she looks like she's still inside the circle for a birdie look. You can see this is really the first time that we can see the wind picking up with the flags.
Yeah, and looks like a pretty typical right to left. This hole's usually right to left or a headwind.
Correct. Missy getting a big skip, and she pushes outside the circle on the left side.
Owen for birdie. Hasn't had one in a second. Just outside the circle here. Leaves a little high left. Missy, circle's edge as well.
Putting into the wind. Leaving it low again. Just not finding that same rhythm that she had.
Yeah.
You know.
I was probably hoping the wind might help lift that one too. Holyn.
Just not feeling it right now.
Yeah, after such a hot putting start, missing a couple that she's usually good for.
Yeah.
See if Maria can dunk it. That's not a dunk. That's a tester. She puts it in there, though, for sure. Undeniably. Nice birdie.
That's the thing about the preserve. When you look at which holes are the shortest, you're not guaranteeing birdies out here on these holes.
Ain't no gimmies out here.
Owen makes good on her par putt. And then we will see Missy and Holyn coming to finish out their pars.
Yeah, and Maria, the only birdie on our lead card. See, it looks like about half the field got it today.
Yeah, this was the easiest hole on the course today.
Nice.
It's definitely one, especially if you're in the circle, you're just like, oh, I didn't get it.
Yeah,
like, really?
And a bogey on this one just feels like a double.
Extra punishing.
Yeah.
Seeing a little bit of movement in our 5th through 8th, but again, same names that we've been seeing all day, so people are playing solid. Moving on, hole 17, par 3, 243 feet. We have a short tunnel shot up to this elevated basket, but if you pure it, you could go OB in the water behind, and you will find OB along the entire left side. Players just looking to get something out here, maybe a putter or a mid-range, usually.
Yeah, typically.
Typically. Maria starting us off.
Uh-oh.
She hits the second available. My brain just
she hits
shut
a tree
down.
Yeah.
But she hit a tree on the left side early, and it's going to be a harder scramble.
Owen working that rock 3 we saw her throw on the front 9 and absolutely parks the thing.
Same shot from yesterday.
Even closer this time. Oh, cool. Follow flight. Love how she uses kind of the entire width of this pretty narrow fairway.
See her telling her to stay up. Got a
really
nice
pretty
gallery
flight.
packed in behind that deep end.
Yeah, we do.
Holyn following that up with a very pure shot for herself. Pushes a little bit deep, but that's inside the circle for birdie.
Yeah, I think that's fine. If you end up a little bit more left of there's those branches that are right in the way. I think she's away from
clear
those
of them.
enough. Missy really pulls us to the right and gets a kick to the right.
Did she get a kick or she just get through?
I think she kicked.
Oh, wow. I mean, she's going to have an open look. I don't think she's going to run it from that tall grass, but she'll just lay up and take her par.
Maria going sidearm here. I love to see her trust that shot. A newer skill for her.
Good thing that she got the kick out because that left side is OB.
I like that. I mean, she fully committed. It looked good. Just a little too straight. Still gives it a run.
Hits cage. Great run. I love seeing people have a shot like that, and you can just tell they're like, that was good. I did a good job. Missy giving it a run here from the other side of the grass. Maybe not. It looked like it, didn't it? No, like her body language.
Yeah.
Not the
result.
Not the result.
Oh, is that a raindrop I detect? You stay in there.
Holyn's like, don't make me tell you again. Son of disc. That point stare down.
I would love to see that in slow
I
motion.
kind of want that as my phone background, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. I would feel scolded every time I looked at it.
Well, yeah, like, don't look at your phone. Do your job. Maria carding the bogey here on the 17th. Missy tapping in for par. And Owen's just gonna saunter up here.
Tap her in.
Birdie.
I like how she gave herself a fist bump. It's great.
Been there. Sometimes no one's close enough. That's pretty.
And Owen going to slide back into that tie for third with Lucky Lorenzen, who is still having the hot round at 6 down. Missy hanging on to the lead by 2 strokes over Holyn. Wrapping it up, hole 18. Whew. It's a lot. It's a par 5. It's 942 feet. How aggressive do you want to be? Because there's a lot of water over here, and if you mess up, it's a mandatory drop zone no matter how far you get. Second shot, ideally, you are not in the sand pit, but if you are, you can still make it across on your third and hopefully go for the birdie. They did kind of redraw the OB line. It was a little bit tighter, kind of on that short right side from last year. I think this is a really good change. I generally like this hole. I thought it was a little too punishing last year, the OB, so it's nice to see that they fixed that.
I thought it was a really nice adjustment. I know some players noted that the bleachers are kind of at the edge of circle 2 if you're going straight back from the basket. I just don't see that as a major issue, though, because of how everyone approaches the hole. So I think it was a really nice change.
Lucky Lorenzen going for birdie here and wraps up her round really nicely with a turkey. In solo third at the moment with that. Great performance. Breathes a sigh of relief there.
Everybody getting ready for this final hole here. There was rain predicted, so to make it through this much of the round, all of the round.
Everyone's stoked.
Yeah. Owen to tee first. She's not going to mess with distance at all. She's playing the safer hyzer shot just over into the green. Pretty much guaranteeing that you're not going to be going over on 3.
I'm curious if they know that Lucky finished at 10 down overall, 7 down on the day, securing herself solo third for right now. Owen could potentially tie that up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the players on this card are
They look or not.
score checkers.
I always like to
Oh, there's some rain.
speculate.
It's starting.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Missy kind of higher and not getting too aggressive, just making sure she gets across.
Yeah, Holyn and Missy both just being like, we're not going to.
We don't have to.
There's no need.
Not today. Maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow for sure. Well,
I don't know.
I'm going to say for sure. I'm going to stick with my thought. Maria being the most aggressive on the card, but still bailing out with a stable disc.
Owen pretty far back here. Most likely just playing this one for par. She hangs it way out to the right.
That's a great shot, though. Like Erika mentioned, you just don't want to be in the sand. It's
nice
not
to
fun
not.
footing.
Though they did make it a little bit more agreeable than last year.
Yeah.
The weeds aren't quite as
weeds
tall.
and flowers.
Yeah.
They're pretty much gone.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Maria getting more aggressive, staying on that right side. Can force you to do more of a turnover line on the final approach if you choose to go for it from back there. Missy was in the sand pit yesterday. It's so interesting. We're used to sand being hazard, but You can just chuck it right in there.
Yep. And distance-wise, it's better because the front of the sand pit, you're still 350 from the pin.
From the front.
From the front, like closest to the pin.
Whoa. That's far.
Right, front from the basket, yeah. It's not close.
Who's front? My
Who's
front?
Your front?
Ooh. I'm just going to go stand still and pitch up to that front.
That's the front I meant.
Yeah. Okay. She is not totally satisfied with her effort there.
You can see the rain has been picking up gradually the whole time they're playing this hole.
Missy did finish with a birdie on this one yesterday from a similar spot, and she gets across for another circle two look. Fantastic.
I don't know if anybody watching has played much in the sand.
Hard.
It's a little difficult.
Why would you? I don't know.
Holyn
It's
going with a
beach.
high sidearm. She's just going for that landing zone on the side.
Yeah,
I like it.
I do too. She doesn't, but she's
No,
crossed.
she just pushed a little bit too far on her approach, so she didn't have a safe, straight at the basket shot.
Maria, here's that kind of turnover line I was talking about. It is easy to overturn this and push that OB, but she does a really good job. And that probably would have been out of bounds last year.
I was
That's
just
where the
gonna say,
line
at
was.
least close.
So that's why I think it's a phenomenal change.
Because even from over there, you're looking at a 70-foot putt.
Yeah.
Like it's not a gimme by any means. Own almost clearing the final sand on her approach, but she does just drop into the edge. The rain.
Holyn from
Holyn giving it a
80 or
run.
90 feet.
I mean, really good distance from where she's at.
Now Holyn going to card the par, it looks like, end up at 5 down on the round. Let's see if Maria can get this long look. I like the run.
Yep.
Missy for a birdie. Nearly 50 feet here. Leaves it low. So it looks like Missy.
Kind of been her miss today, but finishing at 15 down for the day,
Not
though.
bad.
She was missing birdies in the first couple holes. So even she's like, man, still could have been. What could have been.
Oh no.
Owen is going to finish with a bogey here
Ouch.
on the 18th. Maria putting for par. Good putt.
You know what's mildly interesting? Missy
What is
and
that?
Holyn both shot 5s wildly differently. So they started 2 strokes apart. They're going to stay 2 strokes apart. And then also Owen and Maria shot 2 downs apiece. So they started the day tied, going to end the day tied. And what different ways we all did it.
Wow.
Isn't disc golf fun?
Disc golf is fun.
Isn't it mildly interesting?
That was mildly.
Yeah.
I would argue almost medium.
Okay, yeah.
Owen with the bogey. Holyn, Maria, and Missy going to finish round 2 with pars on the 18th.
I'm going to duck out of this rain that gets really intense for the beginning of MPO. Poor
I was
fellas.
say the next hour when they finished, it was
Absolute
calming down.
downpour. Look at all the colors to end up.
So our lead card for tomorrow, Missy, Holyn, Lucky, and Owen. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, only
I'm excited.
2 strokes separating Missy from Holyn. That's nothing out here. Lucky 5 strokes back. Own 7. That's pretty big jump, but it should be a good battle.
Yeah, and tomorrow is supposed to be our nicest day.
I
We're
hope
supposed
so.
to have some sun.
Yeah.
We
I'm
haven't really seen the
cold,
sun yet.
You know?
I'm cold. That's okay.
I'm not used to this.
It has been an absolutely exciting round I think. I think that was fun because I didn't know what was going to happen there in the beginning.
Yeah, it was nice. Thanks for watching it with us and for listening to us. We hope you come back tomorrow. I don't know why you wouldn't. It's the last day.
It'd be kind of crazy
I gotta
not to come back
see
tomorrow after all of this.
how
We've
the
been through so much.
thing ends, you know? Well, thanks to the Founders Club. Thanks for watching. I'm Erika Stinchcomb.
And I'm Raymond Klein. That's us.